There's an old saying in the financial services industry, and it goes like this. If there's a financial services heaven, you know they've got to have a hell of a band. Well, tonight we'll explore this phenomenon as we go up through the clouds, onto the stages, and behind the music of rock and roll's most heavenly band, Sun Trust, and its frontman, Lamar Chesney. Every day, thousands of young hopefuls arrive on the financial services scene hoping to make it big. But for one young professional, Lamar Chesney out of Tennessee, the focus was not on making it big, but making it great. It's a philosophy that put him out in front of some of the biggest names in the industry, including Coca-Cola, Miriant, and Delta Airlines.
About a dozen companies in 8 industries over 4 decades. And finance leads you into procurement and supply chain because it's about economic value added. It's about managing efficiency and effectiveness, and having a financial background leads you into being a very successful CPO.
With his star on the rise, suddenly a new opportunity presented itself in the form of financial giant Sun Trust.
Lamar has a really interesting style. As an individual that has obviously had a lot of different roles through his lifetime, Lamar comes in as somebody who clearly is confident, knows what he expects of his team.
He is a leader of leaders. He's the front man of supply chain. He's not one who focuses on managing or directing how you do what you do in your shop. He's one more about setting expectations and leading you to develop your own capability or your own style so that the organization can be successful.
Hey, John, we're trying to work here.
Sorry.
Every endeavor I take in business, I look at a 4S model. It's either strategy, structure, skills, and/or systems. If something is wrong, it's one or more of those elements. Either the strategy is not clear, it's not understood, it's wrong, people don't buy it. So you got to be able to be clear, concise, and articulate to get people to move to a strategy.
Probably the most interesting story that I ever heard about Lamar from when he came in and was trying to implement and sell the company on investing in the technology solution was when he took it up to our executive management team, and he was so convinced that the investment was worth it. He said, "Hey, I'll do the investment myself, but then you got to give me the benefit." And I think that resonated with our management team, that if this individual believes that strongly, then clearly we ought to go do this.
Policies and practices are good and great, but they're only put on paper. So you got to have a system that really disciplines and regulates you. And Ariba has the capability, the tools, the support system, and the functionality. It's a no-brainer at that point.
Lamar Chesney and the Sun Trust Band believed in itself and continued to push their brand of procurement and Ariba technology to the limit. The fan base quickly grew, and so did the recognition.
The first thing he did is he brought in some of those operational controls that were necessary and saved the organization significant financial benefits over the last couple of years.
He's a visionary. He has high expectations. There's a part of Lamar that I don't think a lot of folks see. He genuinely does care, and he's got a side to him that I think instills trust, and it motivates people.
Somebody asked me once why I work. I've retired 3 times. And they say, "Why do you work?" And I know why I work. If I look back on my 40 years, I think I'm most proud of the people that I've been associated with.
After a stint with 3 Fortune 500 companies, 4 decades of experience, and countless procurement hits, the numbers speak of an incredible career. But if you ask Lamar what number matters most, it comes down to helping one individual at a time.